What's up, guys? It's Emily. So right now I am going to be doing a girl talk for you guys about body shaming. I actually was watching this TikTok yesterday and I seen this man talking about how there's a difference between skinny shaming and fat shaming with females. So I wanted to do a body shaming video and I put a request on my Instagram asking for people to give me what body shaming comments have you got. So I got a good amount and I'm pretty much going to be reading those off, and I'm going to be telling you guys my own experience and pretty much giving you advice throughout this video and telling you guys about body shaming and the meaning behind it and all that good stuff. But before I get started, give this video a fat thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to always be notified of my videos. Comment what you guys think of this video, and let's get this started. I'm in a new setup. So I like the setup right now. So body shaming. I feel like every female has experienced this. Whether you're skinny, whether you're fat, whether you're tall, whether you're short, it doesn't matter what you are. Now, body shaming with other females, I feel like people in general are always going to be like body shaming others, if that makes sense. If you take the time out of your day to body shame somebody, you're dealing with your own insecurities and your own demons and your own scars and your own issues within yourself to make another person feel less of themselves, and because how you view them, pretty much. Now, my experience with body shaming, boy, can I tell you, growing up, in New York City, body shaming in school is very common, especially like when it was during, let me turn off my sound, guys, I'm sorry, when it's during like the early 2000s, type of kids. I definitely experienced a lot of body shaming, a lot of stares, a lot of comments, and for some reason growing up in my generation, now I'm 22, so my generation is the late 90s. My generation, pretty much it's been a tough one, because growing up like in school, like they never made you feel like the popular kids, I guess you could say, made you feel like you had to be skinny to fit in. That's how I felt growing up, like especially the schools I went to. Every school I went to, I always got bullied by the skinnier kids, or the kids where like the guys that were actually like my size, and they still fat shamed me. They called me whale. They told me like you need to lose weight. And like people don't understand that there's reasons that people get to that point with whether you're skinny or you're fat. And I hate using that word fat because it's like a word that I hate. Like I hate that word. But people go through things in real life that gets them to that point, whether it's like things with the family, whether it's school, whether it's health-wise, whether it's like personal, like depression, like mental illness. Like these things cause people to gain weight, to not eat. Like there's nothing wrong with being skinny, nor is it wrong being a heavier set person. Now, I've dealt with name calling. The whole time I got bullied. I got called whale. I could recall every name I've got called. I've got told by a group of girls that I am never going to be able to live till past 20 because of my weight. I've got called fat ass. I've got called like so many names, like double chin. I've got called like, oh, like you'll never get a prom date in high school. Oh, you'll never get this, you'll never get that. Like my experience as a heavier set person, now I've always had a struggle with weight. I wasn't as heavy as I am now as a little girl, and I always look back at pictures of myself and think like, what was I thinking? Like, why did I listen to these people? And I body shamed myself. I let these people get to me. And I looked at myself in the mirror. It kind of like reverse psychology in a way. You look at yourself in the mirror, and the things that people see of you is what you're going to see of yourself, pretty much. And for so long, like, I looked at myself as what people told me, and I still struggle from this day. And I've been out of school for 3 years. 3 years now. And I still struggle from this day, from all those name calling, from even from like close friendships I had. Like, the people that you claim to be your friends also could be your worst enemy that's jealous of you. And I just, like, I couldn't get this image out of my head of, like, what I thought I looked like to them. And I struggled with a long time with trying to figure out myself. And it caused me to go in a deep depression. It caused me a lot of, in all reality, it did cause me, like, a lot of mental issues because of, like, those names are always going to stick with me. But, you know, it's moving past that. And, you know, you have to break that cycle of seeing yourself like that. If you're going to keep looking at yourself that way, you're never going to break the cycle. And for so long, like, there's times I just get into, like, this mindset of, like, I still look the same, or I look worse now than I did in the past. And that's how people destroy you. So that's what I mean. Like, body shaming is a real thing, guys. And it, you know, my experience as a bigger girl was definitely tough. Now, I want to give you guys my input off of pretty much what bigger people deal with, like what struggles they have to go through. And then I want to talk about what struggles skinny people go through. And I've witnessed it with my own eyes for skinny people. So, my experience with, like seeing body shaming going on for, like, bigger people, pretty much I feel like a lot of bigger people struggle with getting into a relationship because of their body. Certain men, certain women make comments saying a bigger girl does not belong with a skinny man, or a bigger guy does not belong with a skinny girl, or two big people do not belong with each other. It's like a stereotypical thing where people think that you have to look a certain way to be with somebody, and that's one struggle I feel like a lot of body shamers try to pretty much point out, is that you can't be with a skinnier person. You can't date a skinnier person. You can't even have a friend that's skinnier. I feel like a lot of people deal with, like, when you're a bigger person, lose job opportunities. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because, like, for instance, like, models, like plus size models, what they show on TV is unrealistic in all reality. You look at a plus size model and they expect you to have a flat tummy, no stretch marks, no cellulite. It's so unrealistic and it's so, like, unreal. Like, it's not real. And that's what's the most frustrating, because, like, with, like, that type of industry, they should show what women struggle with, like stretch marks, like things like that. Like, people's bodies are always evolving and changing. So I feel like job opportunities are definitely a struggle for bigger people. Let me think, what else? I feel like certain clothes that, like, if you wear something, like, looser and you're a bigger person, people will make comments like, oh, you're just trying to make yourself look thinner, or you're trying to make yourself look skinnier, or you can't wear a tight dress because it's too tight and your belly sticks out, or you have rolls, or this or that. It's so dumb. Like, it frustrates me because it's like, why are there people that make comments like that? I don't know. I've mentioned this before. I went into Victoria's Secret and the girl looked at me up and down and she gave me the most dirtiest look and she told me, we don't have your size, honey. And she suggested for me to go to Macy's. So I feel like it's always body shaming for bigger people are always going to be around. And even, like, being a YouTuber, they expect you to look like this certain way, like you're not supposed to. Like, you're supposed to show your ass, your boobs. Like, you're not allowed to show your cellulite, your stretch marks. And that's why I keep it real on my channel. Because this is who I am. This is what I'm struggling with. And this is why I talk about my health on my channel. Because all these years, I thought this stuff about myself. And I didn't even know I had a situation going on since puberty. And it all made sense to me now. Of why I struggled with my weight. Now, I feel like what I've witnessed with skinny people is that people say that skinnier people, they are too skinny. Or they shouldn't wear looser clothes, they should show their figure off more. Or If you're a skinnier person, you don't have ass or titties. Or you're not allowed to have stretch marks. You're supposed to have this American Next Top Model body. Like, it's just things like that, guys. Like, it's kind of falls in the same place with being a heavier set person and a skinny person. Like, you have to look, like, you have to be up to society standards. And as me, as a human, I do not follow society standards. I do not post or Photoshop my photos on Instagram for people to accept my pictures. I show off my stretch marks. I show off my cellulite. I show off every part of my body because this is who I am. And that's why I'm suggesting to you guys, do not Photoshop your body. Do not make yourself look skinnier. Do not make your waist look smaller. Do not make yourself look thicker. This is who you are, and come to terms. Do not fall into society's trap of trying to be something you're not. Because at the end of the day, your mindset, you're just going to damage yourself in the future. And it's going to be a hard thing to get yourself out of. Because it's like, you see the Kardashians, you see Nicki, you see Cardi, you see half these people have gotten surgeries, and I am not against plastic surgery, but these people have got body shamed themselves because they have a label as a celebrity. They have got shamed for getting plastic surgery, or a tummy tuck, or a boob lift, or a butt, anything. They've got shamed too, and it drove them to the point of getting plastic surgery. And they went up to society standards of what a person's supposed to actually look like. A little waist. Like, I've heard this so many times for skinnier people that, like, in the dating world, like, oh, you should have a little thickness to you. You shouldn't just be, like, all bones and this, that, and the third. And then when you have a little thickness, they expect you to look like flat tummy. No stretch marks. No cellulite. You're supposed to have an ass and titties. Like, I always say this is not buildabitch.com. It's not buildaman.com. It's not buildachild.com. It's not. And the new generation that's watching this go down, their expectations are what their generation's looking at as pretty much our generations. They're looking up to us. And now they're going down our road of how we all dealt with the body shaming. Now, I want to read you guys a couple comments that I received from a few people. So the first one, somebody said, and most of these are females, mind you. So this is their experience. People criticize your height or weight, saying you won't look good in a certain clothes. And it's true. I came to terms with myself. I was like, oh, I can't wear a crop top because I have a belly. And it only looks good on skinnier girls. No. I told myself that for so long. Like, it made me sick to my stomach that I told myself that for so long. That you're not allowed to wear a crop top. You're not allowed to wear what skinnier girls can wear, pretty much. I told myself that. And then I broke that. I had to break that myself because I could wear what I want. And now I wear crop tops. I wear tube tops. I rock my outfits. And I don't care who stares. The next one, I got a couple from this specific person. So this person said that I can't wear something because I'm bigger. The next thing they said, from a boy at school, they told me one day I'll grow some boobs. And not to worry. That I need to lose weight. Getting asked, what size boobs do you have? Now, when it comes to, like, have you noticed it's just always about boobs or butt? It's nothing about the rest of the body. It's not about your arms, not about your belly, not about your face. It's always about two specific things that guys look for. And it's sad. Another thing they said, that I've got a fat ass. Now, these are mine that I actually put in myself. Apparently, having stretch marks is disgusting. Honestly, if you have, a lot of people body shamed pregnant women for having stretch marks, and those women call them tiger stripes. And there is nothing wrong with having stretch marks. Whether you're pregnant, whether you're overweight, whether you're skinny, there's nothing wrong with the stretch marks are a natural thing. And people don't realize they do actually have stretch marks. As much as they try to hide them, they're always going to be there because your body is growing and your body's evolving, and that's just that. So you could use all these lotions, and that's another thing. People buy lotions and this and that to get rid of these things. But in reality, it's like, why? You're wasting your money to fit into society so you don't get comments about stretch marks or cellulite or scars or whatever. Or acne. It's the stupidest thing. Oh, guys, the body shaming is just not okay. I just want to point that out. It is not okay. Okay, this is another one of mine. Getting dirty looks as a plus size girl wearing a bathing suit. Now, I feel like skinny girls do deal with this also. As a plus size girl, I literally cried. I think it was 2017 or 2018, one of those years. I made the most biggest decision of my life to buy myself a bathing suit. I've always been the type to wear shorts and a t-shirt in a pool, in an ocean, at the beach. I just never, or like a tank top. I never wanted to wear a bathing suit. I never wanted to show my body off because of my belly. Because I seen all these other people that bodies are like beautiful, whether they had scars or not. And pretty much, I got so many, the first time I decided to wear a bathing suit on the beach was the best day of my life. I felt free. I felt like I set myself free. And I got, let's just say I had many Karens staring at me because my curves look better than ever. My stretch marks look better than ever. My cellulite looked better than ever. My scars looked better than ever. And I was strutting my stuff and I did not care. At that moment, I felt so free, guys. And it's like the best feeling when you could just feel like you finally accepted yourself. You don't need clarification from anyone to accept yourself. You don't need acceptance from anyone but yourself. You don't need acceptance from your family. You don't need acceptance from your friends. You don't need acceptance from a stranger. As long as you accept you, that's all that matters. And that was the best day of my life. And I bought more bathing suits, more revealing bathing suits. I am so proud of myself, guys. Like, it's the best feeling. And skinny girls, I've witnessed this so many times. I have friends that I've witnessed this happen to. They got slut shamed because they wore a cheeky bathing suit or a very revealing bathing suit or something that was a little too tight on the beach. But what do you expect them to do? It's a beach. They want to get tan. They're allowed to live their life. Like, you cannot tell somebody what to wear. And they've got, like, shamed for it, for wearing a certain bathing suit that's too cheeky, or a thong bathing suit, or one that's a little too revealing. Or because they have, like, a scar on them, or they have back acne, or they have this, or they have that. There's nothing wrong with it, guys. And I feel like a lot of the older generation, the boomers, they never went through this type of thing that us, like the younger generation and the people that are in their 30s, 20s, they don't know how to accept it because it's like they're in a whole different generation than us, and we're breaking the cycle of acceptance and loving yourself. And that's what people don't understand, that it's okay to wear what you want. And another thing I said was, I got told because I'm a bigger girl, I can't be with a skinny guy. Now, this is when I first started dating my boyfriend, Matt. I've been with him for 5 years, and I've been the happiest, and he's been the happiest. And because I was bigger, and he was skinny, I've got told many times that I couldn't be with him. And this wasn't my family. This wasn't my friends. These were complete strangers that told me this. I could not be with him because he is skinny. And I was disgusted when I heard that I can't be with him because I'm skinny. That's all I gotta say. And I'm not gonna listen to anybody. You don't have to break up with anybody because you're skinnier. It doesn't matter. That makes it more beautiful, if anything. You don't have to be the same size, the same shape, the same race. You don't have to be the same anything. It's okay to be different. So the next thing someone said, I hate when people say I look better thin because I'm still beautiful curvy. And damn right, girl, you are. It doesn't matter that even if you're losing weight, that's your achievement. That's something you want. That's something you're chasing after. And if you gain a little weight, there's nothing wrong with that either. You're just as beautiful. Just as beautiful. And then the last one is scars. Scars, I feel like, people get surgeries. People get acne scars. People get abused in relationships because they think because you're a bigger girl or a skinnier girl, they could take advantage of you and think they could put your hands on you because you won't hit back. So yeah, that's where a lot of scars come from also. And it's okay to have scars from surgeries and things like that. There's a reason you got it. There's people that have health issues that's the problem is with a lot of these people. They expect you to live a life with no problems. Like, life is not like that. Life has its obstacles where you're going to deal with health issues, you're going to deal with evolving and things like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But my message through this whole girl talk is to stop body shaming. And I know none of you guys are probably going to listen that's going to watch this video, But, you know, it doesn't matter what gender you are, to be honest. You could be a guy, you could be a transgender, you could be a girl, you could be lesbian, you could be gay. It doesn't matter. You are beautiful just the way you are. And you don't need acceptance if you're an LGBT. And if you're struggling with your gender, there's nothing wrong with that either. And don't let people body shame you either if you're a part of the LGBTQ. Because that's another thing that a lot of people go through with body shaming. Like, if you're lesbian, you have to date a skinny girl. A girl, it's like the stereotypical thing, you have to be with a stud. Or it can't be femme and femme. It's just so stupid. Stop the cycle, guys. Stop. Like, for real. Like, it's so stupid. Like, we're in the 21st century, guys, and this is literally where we need to break that cycle of learning to accept one another, learn to stop body shaming one another, learn to accept the LGBTQ, learn to accept yourself and love yourself, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Because at the end of the day, like I said, the only person that matters and opinion matters is you. Do I have anything else to say? And don't judge a book by its cover. Don't. Because you don't know what a person's going through. You do not know what a person's going through. Especially if you want to bring them down with your words, you're just sad within yourself. You're not happy with yourself. And truth be told, that's the reality of things. People don't realize all the things they say or bully people or body shame people or say this, that, and a third about people. Those people are not happy with themselves. And they want to bring other people down. Body shaming is not okay, guys. And we all together need to break that cycle. It's honestly gross. And we can't live on social media and have these high expectations that we have to look a certain way to get acceptance. You don't need acceptance. You don't need acceptance. All you need to do is accept yourself. You do not need to post a photo on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You don't need to look a certain way for acceptance, guys. Or to get a little couple likes doesn't change anything. It's not going to change what you're feeling on the inside. It's just going to change that number every time those likes, those comments go up. But those comments and likes are not going to matter in the future. Because people, like I said, people's bodies evolve. Women's bodies evolve all the time. When they get pregnant, when they deal with health issues, when they deal with surgeries. Same thing with men. They grow, evolve. Everybody goes through it. It's life. Even celebrities. That's all I gotta say, guys. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope I gave advice. And I hope you guys got a better understanding of body shaming. And I'm gonna be showing you guys in my thumbnail, like, all the comments I got about what people deal with. Because this is true people that deal with these type of comments. And that's why I wanted those comments. Because to show you guys that these are actual people that have been through this type of stuff. It's not just somebody I grabbed out of a hat and was like, you're the chosen one to tell me why you got body shamed. And some people never experienced it, but some people will. And sometimes those people that don't get body shamed, they're struggling within themselves still. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a fat thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.